about our countries, this is about our economy, this is about our communities. Let us live and strive for freedom in South Africa.
Goeiemorgen. Hoe kan dit?
Good.
Our unique selling proposition to the world, by far, is the wildlife that we have, how we protect it, and how we trade in it. It's what defines our unique selling proposition across the world. When people say South Africa, the first or the second thing they talk about is our wildlife. And I do believe that everyone who's sitting here today is a custodian of that wildlife, from conservation to trade to making sure that it impacts the economy of the country. So when we're all sitting here, and when we speak about South African tourism sector, it's not just one story. It's many stories. From safari lodges to city hotels, from cultural tourism to professional hunting, each segment sustains livelihoods, conserves landscapes, and strengthens our national reputation for integrity and excellence.
Good day to you all attending the convention here. The President of Phasa, Mr. Braai, international guests, government employees, and you as Phasa members. We from Gala side always believe in supporting this convention. That's why we have the privilege and the honor to sponsor this meeting. In South Africa, this convention marks a highlight event after the hunting season, and for this reason we believe in the importance of attending this convention. With the industry always facing a lot of challenges, we can at this convention unite and discuss the way forward to protect our livelihoods. I hope that all of you will have a constructive convention, and we as Gala are always committed to support this industry, and that's why we are giving back today. Thank you.
Appreciate those kind comments. Left off one life membership, of which I'm particularly proud, and that's Phasa. I think what I want to do this morning is just talk to you about some things that I think are important in the world of hunting, SCI, and Phasa. As you all know, we had a big ceremony almost 2 years ago in DC where we signed a joint venture MOU with Phasa. That was the first one we signed. And we were delighted to do that, and we're delighted to have been true partners with Phasa for not just that short period of time 2 years ago, but for a very long time. And actually, I don't remember how far back we go, but it's a long way back. What we all stand for is advocacy and SCI. Our foundation stands for conservation, but when you look at what we stand for at SCI, we say advocacy, but it's supporting the freedom to hunt, and it's supporting sustainable use wildlife conservation. There is no dividing those two. They are totally integrated, and they are what we are all about. And I like using the term we because it is individuals like all of us coming together around the world that are going to ensure that those wildlife that we love and cherish are there for a long time, if not the indeterminate future. That is going to require us to do what Phasa has done these last years, and that is to grow. We need more members. We need more causes. We need more positive relationships with government. We need to be able to work with everybody, because at the end of the day, while there are a multitude of organizations out there trying to do the things that we do, if we aren't all rowing in the same direction, we end up fighting with ourselves. And while the anti-hunting crowd and the animal rights crowd that are out there are doing nothing except gathering funds and sitting back and waiting to see who falls out and who's the last organization standing. We don't look at it that way in SCI. I don't look at it that way in SCI. These last few years, we have built SCI into an international juggernaut with all our partners, where people listen to what we say. They listen to us because we have credibility. That credibility is based on solid facts, solid science, no empty rhetoric, no Disney-esque snippets from movies. It's all about the truth. I like talking about that because it deals with the basic ethical principles that I talk about sometimes in SCI, and using the leadership acronym, LDRSHIP. So it's loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. If you don't have those, you don't have anything. But if you have those, and you talk about the truth, and we heard that from the gentleman from the Tourism Council, if you don't have that, people might listen to you today, they might listen to you a little bit tomorrow, and they don't know who you are the next day. I talk about in SCI that if you aren't growing, you're dying. I know our CEO, Laird Hammerlin, likes to quote me on that. But some of that growth is our relationship with Phasa and other organizations. Because when we all speak with one voice, people listen. In the U.S. now, where it didn't exist before, we have extremely good relationships and access with the Department of the Interior there and the equivalent of Parks and Wildlife and Fish and Wildlife there in the States. We have accomplished more since the election of President Trump. I know he's not always that popular, but more than had been accomplished in the previous 10 years. And like it or not, there are more hunters from the U.S. that come here to enjoy wildlife, enjoy the outdoors, than most of the rest of the world. What happens in the U.S. affects almost everybody because there's a lot of other countries that follow suit. So we need that. And what we have now that we've built there is the Hunter's Embassy just off Capitol Hill. And I know Tony's been there, I know Laura's been there. You know the kind of access that we have. We actually teach classes in the Hunter's Embassy to staffers on Capitol Hill to educate them on what conservation and what wildlife and what hunting mean. You are a part of that. Eventually, we'll even have the Phasa emblem up on our business offices that we only opened a few years ago in San Antonio. And by the way, if you're ever there for a visit or something, please come by. But enough of growth. But you probably, I assume everybody knows that SCI is also Texas Trophy Hunters now. Probably know that we are Synergetica now out of Madrid. We are continuing to grow. Matter of fact, we had a board meeting with about 124 people in attendance last night for us at midnight. But there will be an announcement coming out sometime later this afternoon with another new venture that SCI is engaged in. If you haven't seen it by tomorrow, I'll tell you then what it is, because it's close hold till then. But always moving forward. Something that people don't like is change. Change is hard for some people, but change is a fact of life these days. You look around you and what's happening today might not even have been happening yesterday. And certainly what's going to be happening tomorrow is going to be change. We need to embrace change. We need to grow. And we need to grow together. That said, going to convention, I hope a lot of y'all, I know a lot of y'all will be in Nashville. I will tell you that it's going to get better than ever, which is kind of hard actually to think about, because you're looking at 20,000 plus attendees across the board. You're looking at different things. We've incorporated the Weatherby Award. We got the Beretta program. There's a lot going on there. For me, later on Wednesday night, if y'all were there, we've leased out Jelly Rolls bar, new bar downtown, and we'll have like 3 floors of activities going on there. The last I checked, there were, I don't know how they're going to do this, but there's like 43 auction items there at Jelly Rolls bar, and it was all online last year, and it was just great. What you do know now, because the Tourism Council keeps up with it, there are more U.S. hunters coming over than there have been in a very long time, if ever. Adding to the importance of the economy here in South Africa. He's absolutely right. Without those hunters, things wouldn't work. Wildlife, actually, I talked about how that wildlife would cease to exist if you didn't have hunters. All these naysayers that are out there, I don't see them coughing up any dollars to support wildlife or to support the economy or support the local communities. They just aren't there. Some of the donations at convention this year are going to be phenomenal. Nothing on the Saturday night auctions, which some of y'all have been to. Nothing is valued at less than $25,000. Most even more than that. Honestly, I don't even know where all the money's coming from, but there is a lot of money floating around the world today. You look at construction and everything else out there, particularly in the U.S., it's there. There's opportunity that has not been stymied by the economic challenges in the U.S. Today, and that is hunters who have resources to come and hunt. And they all know that what I wrote about in the latest history book that SCI created was that They are the future. Hunters are the future. That said, I appreciate the opportunity to say a few words here. I'd like to shout out to Ria. Are you still here? Ria Potkainen. It is so nice to see you here. I appreciated you coming by last year. Now you're back in the saddle, so to speak. We all love you and appreciate what you and Peter did together and what you're going to do in the future. So thank you for being here. So I know everybody knows Ria, but she was a big part of what Peter did when he was president. So let's give Ria a round of applause. And I know full well that behind each delegate here, male or female, there is a spouse or a loved one who's made it possible for them to be here and contribute their time to Phasa. And I'm pleased to be here to contribute some of my time too. So thank y'all.
As Daniel mentioned, my name is Joe Gergen. I'm the Director of Conservation Strategies at Conservation Force. Some of you may have known me from my earlier years at Safari Club International Foundation, so I look forward to reconnecting and meeting everyone else today and tomorrow. I'm truly honored to be here on behalf of John Jackson, the legend, as Daniel noted. And I also have the distinct pleasure of representing our close partner, Dallas Safari Club. You'll hear from their new interim CEO, Russell Stacy, along with Brian Feinhold in a video message after I'm done here. So I'm going to cover a lot in a short amount of time, giving some international feedback, and just going to cover the high-level stuff of what we do for the hunting industry and what we're doing in partnership with DSC. So Conservation Force has a history of excellence and being a leading supporter to Africa's hunting industry as a professional service organization. We've invested probably the most amount of funding into Africa from the US-based sportsmen's organizations based on this sustainable model of nonprofit permitting. I think John presented to this group last year that we've basically reestablished all the US imports country by country, species by species in response to the new US Fish and Wildlife Services case-by-case basis, and have since formed an enhancement permitting division during COVID to maintain that expert service, and whereby all the fees are invested back into smart projects, including operator enhancement work or species management planning.
On the professional hunting stats, and as well as some of the highlights and developments that has happened over the year of 2025.
lot of the clients can't split the 10 and the 14-day hunting.
And I see you've got 55 on there. Now that can surely not be right.
Negotiators, and they are the people that make the thing done. So if we bring them on a spot, it's like kicking somebody in the back.
No phone is ringing. I mean, I haven't made 1 cent since this morning.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you for granting us this opportunity to introduce the nominees for the Foundation Board of Directors.
We try every month, every year, to give back to communities, to children's home, to do whatever we can. And the foundation is just a big light in the sky for that. And yeah, I think it's a really great opportunity.
Okay, hello, my name is Rudy Ruitenbach. It was a great honor to be nominated for the Foundation Director. From 2021, I was one of the first to be elected as the Youth Advisory, and from 2001 to present, I've been part of the Youth Advisory, one of the guys that's for the upcoming to be part of the meetings and assist the Foundation and the Exco on all the projects. And yeah, it's for me a great honor to be elected, and can't wait to be part of the Foundation winning team. Thank you.
Well, my name is Daniel. Like Chifiwa this morning, I went to deliver a keynote address at the Phasa AGM and convention in Hartzenbos a couple of years ago. And there, at the request of Dries van Coller, the CEO at the time, and there I met some wonderful people, including Ria's husband. And I was hooked. I'm not a hunter. I just love the benefits of the nutrition that comes from hunting. But I love, and I am just in love with the community impact, the work that the Phasa Foundation does for our communities. And that's where I like to be helpful. I wish they had more resources to do more, because as I said, they help and provide these hunters help and provide jobs in remote places where nobody else is able to provide jobs. And for that, I am privileged to be nominated, and I accept that invitation. Thank you.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Adrian Lagranzi. I am a professional hunter. I'm recently graduated with my degree in environmental management and is betrokken, soos wat ons sal sê, with the leopard research now being done by SCIF. Thank you for this nomination, and I will absolutely give it my all and make you guys proud. Thank you.
So, I will see you on the other side of lunch. Enjoy, and be back here, please, by 1 o'clock. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. So I was asked at this conference to speak a little bit about monitoring and how we monitor species so that we ensure that what we do and that our hunting is sustainable for current and also future generations. So monitoring is not just about hunting animals. It's really also a management tool that guides us in our decision making. And without having monitoring, it's kind of like trying to steer a ship through fog without a compass. So we really need, and the monitoring then again is dependent on data. So why we monitor data is we know that trophy hunting plays a very important role in our conservation space. I mean, I'm talking to the converted here.
Good afternoon. Excited and happy to be here. This doesn't intend to be a lecture of any kind. Everything that I'm going to mention today, you already know. Hopefully, the minutes that I'm going to spend talking about leopards and what we're trying to do here in South Africa will help to put some framework to what you already know about this beautiful species. But let me start with something that is very close to me and being close to what I've been doing professionally for the last 30 years. That is conservation and how we approach conservation. And in my case, being a scientist is based on research, education, and being in this forum here, I see hunting as a management tool for conservation. I am not a hunter myself. However, I fully support hunting because I see the benefit that brings to conservation of wildlife species. This country is mostly privately owned, like the state of Texas, where I'm coming from, and we rely on landowners. If ranchers are not letting us into their property, we're never going to know exactly what is going on. And you are holding that key for us. That's one thing. It's not also that you can hunt as many as you want, is to hunt how many as you can to make it sustainable. So I think, again, if outside of this room, I mean, I understand what is being said 100%, but if the word gets out there, that's, for me, it's just feeding the wolves to come back after you. And the last thing is, the way I see it, again, I'll say it one more time, I'm not a hunter, but I need hunting as a management tool for conservation. So I need trophy hunting to exist, so leopards can be out there along with any other game species. All right, thank you very much.
Happy birthday to you. See, Former, you're one of us. You know you like us if you come and spend your whole day here with us on your special day. Enjoy, many more.
I had an incident that was an emergency situation.
This animal comes charging out.
He screams, run.
It was time to alert Global Rescue.
I was in Zimbabwe with my husband. This animal comes charging out. It's a Cape buffalo. It gored me in my flank and threw me. This whole thing happened in 4 seconds. Who would have thought this was going to happen?
And suddenly the helicopter propellers crest over the top of the trees, and you realize, oh my God, Global Rescue is actually here. They're coming to take me home.
We partnered with Global Rescue because we care about our users. You know, having Global Rescue, you just have peace of mind. It helps your hunt. You can relax. You don't have to worry about, you know, if something goes wrong, because you have options with Global Rescue that you wouldn't have if you don't have it.
The bonus is I come back with a trophy animal. My goal when I go on my adventurous hunts, if I can get home to my family safely, then that's a great trip for me. And that's the assurance that I have when I have my Global Rescue card.
But it is lovely to be here, and I hope that you find this session interesting. I am going to talk about a range of things. I'm going to talk about the laws that we're dealing with when it comes to social media. I'm going to talk a little bit about your duties to Phasa in terms of membership, in terms of making sure you don't bring Phasa into disrepute. I'm going to talk about how we handle negative feedback when people start trolling you, stalking you, harassing you. You guys are often posting controversial content. Often that attracts people that you don't want in your life. What the hell do we do about it? So we're going to talk about some of those things. We're going to talk about the kinds of issues we see on WhatsApp groups. We're going to talk exactly about when can people take photographs of you, when can people video you. And I'm very happy to be interrupted at any stage. I know that I speak fast. Okay, so I want to start with a basic premise of the law in South Africa. And now all the Southern African countries do the same thing. So even if you're operating in Bots, in Zim, in Namibia, we're dealing with the same kinds of laws. What the law says is that as soon as content has been seen by one other person, as soon as what I'm saying into my phone has been seen by just one other person, then in the eyes of the law, we treat that content as if you had published it on the front page of the newspaper. So simply what that means, guys, is there's no difference in the laws that apply to what you say on a WhatsApp group with your two best mates, which might be dodgy. And what you're putting on the front page of the Sunday Times. That's really what the position is from a legal point of view in South Africa. When we have issues around, for example, defamation, when you can sue somebody for hurting your reputation, you have to show that that content has been seen by just one other person. So as I said, the law doesn't care whether it's been put on a WhatsApp group, put on a WhatsApp status for your few contacts to see, on your private Instagram account, on Facebook to hundreds of thousands of people, or on the front page of the newspaper on a billboard. So that's the starting point. Is yes, I have the right to freedom of expression, but you have the right to privacy, and you have the right to dignity, and you have the right to reputation, and you have the right to equality, and you have the right to religion. And we've got to do this balancing act of where do we draw the line between what I'm allowed to say and what you're allowed to say. It is important. Don't think you can rely on the right to privacy to hide illegal behavior. Now this is the test that I rely on and teach from primary school kids to captains of industry to international sports people. And it's just the most basic test. And if you forget everything I've told you today, this is the one thing I beg you remember. It's called the billboard test. And it's simply to say to you, if you wouldn't be prepared to put a huge photograph of your face on this billboard, oh, you must look nice, eh? Your name, the name of your employer, your organization, Phasa, certainly, because you're a member, you have duties. Big clients, customers, suppliers, anyone you're trying to put sort of your best foot forward. Children, grandchildren, parents. And whatever it is you're about to say, whatever it is that's about to exist in digital format about you, if you wouldn't put it on that billboard, you do not let it exist in digital format. And the mantra you have to keep repeating to yourself is that digital content is dangerous content. Digital content is dangerous content. I know it's ridiculous, but you send something as a view once, because you don't want people to know about it, but they're sitting waiting with their burner phone and they film the phone. Or you send a voice note because you think, oh, if I type it, they can take a screenshot. Or you get completely pissed tonight and you behave like a crime scene. Don't do that. There's about 300 police in the car park. I have no idea why they're here. They have a conference. This is a lot. I've never seen so many policemen in my entire life. And there's this footage of you doing something that you wouldn't want your clients to see. You don't let it exist. I don't care how many times your mate who's laughing their head off thinks it's the funniest thing in the world, says, I promise I won't show it to anyone. You don't let it exist. If you wouldn't put it on this billboard, you don't let it exist.
I wanna go day drinking way, yeah. You know just what I'm thinking. Let's go. You know just what I'm thinking, let's go. You know just what I'm thinking, let's go. There's something about the way you move, hypnotize me every time. You're Wonder Woman, shit, what a woman. Ooh, you give me butterfly eyes. I wanna go day drinking way, yeah. Stay out all night with us. I wanna go day drinking way, yeah. You know just what I'm thinking, let's go. 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 There's something about the way you move, hypnotize me every time. You're Wonder Woman, shit, what a woman. Ooh, you give me butterfly eyes. I wanna go day drinking way, yeah. I wanna stay out all night with us. I wanna go day drinking way, yeah. You know just what I'm thinking, let's go.
9 verse 11. Auction items has closed.
Okay, thank you very much, Jess. I want to call this meeting to order. Right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and esteemed members and honoured guests. Welcome to the 2025 Phasa Foundation AGM. Neil Stein, Kwaggasafaris, collectively submitted 250 applications. Congratulations. Is the reason behind our success story, giving the Arther advice. Without your support, this will not be possible. Initiative is part of the ongoing Phasa Foundation partnership. Significantly improving his quality of life. Aubrey, like I said, attended the PH Braai on Thursday, and it was good seeing you, Aubrey, and all the very best, and thank you for being here today. Very impressed with the professionalism of the range owner and the range officers. I would like to sincerely thank Peter Village for organising this. This gathering not only celebrates the sport but also fosters the community. Arther Rudman next year. So the winner this year is Karoo Taxidermy. Congratulations to him.
Greetings to all of our friends at Phasa from sunny West Texas. Ellen and I are so honored to have received notification about this wonderful certificate of appreciation that you all have so graciously established and set forth and presented to us today. It is such a great honor for us to receive this from what we consider some of our very best friends in all of Africa and certainly throughout the world. Ours is not a short-term relationship. This is something that we've been connected through our dear friend Irvin Tam and Stephen Tam and the Tam Safaris family down in Craddock, South Africa and Port Elizabeth. You all have been so gracious through your outfitters and some of your leadership in supporting their efforts down there in Craddock and Port Elizabeth in support of our Amy Bell Charities and our other Bell family foundations. I want to say to the officers and the directors and all the membership of Phasa, this is so humbling for us to receive this kind award. We feel like we should be giving you this award instead of you giving us this award. You are a critical link for us in South Africa to continue to carry the message, especially of the Bell Family Blue Bag program. Our commitment to SCI and then through to SCI to you is we want to continue to foster and build the commitment to humanitarian services that you all provide through your members to other groups within your country who are in desperate need of your help and support. We believe that the Blue Bag program is an excellent way for you all to help us as members of SCI when we come to South Africa to be able to share our good fortune and pay it forward to your village, to your family, to your schools, to those who are in need in the areas that you serve. We all need each other. And we believe that not only are we here to conserve habitat, we're not only here to serve and conserve wildlife, we are also here to serve and conserve humanity. And through your support and your partnership with us, we're doing that through this Bell Family Blue Bag program, and we sincerely appreciate your help and we pledge to continue to help and support you in your humanitarian efforts throughout South Africa. Thank you again to all of you. It is a great honor. We're very humbled, and we look forward to a long-term friendship and relationship continuing as we seek to serve those you serve. Thank you.
I'm going to read. In third place, it's Neil Stein, Happy Moments Between Hunting Buddies. Second place is the hyenas, gazelle, Dievenage Moments in Africa, bushveld eagles. So first prize, Neil Stein, I love my language, so congratulations. 3% since 2021. Truly great donations from Lake Safaris and John Scholes. We will advocate sustainable use of wildlife. Joe, I want to personally thank you for being here. Person on the Phasa Foundation, working with the President, Selier in personal management skills. Exposure to a range of governance of the Phasa Foundation, but the friendship over long hours. In 2024, I drove with Tony from Morimori to Stellenbosch. What was I thinking? I listened for 17 hours. If you know Tony, it's difficult to get a word in, so that's our photo halfway, I think.
Reserve fund for lions, it's all been depleted. Total reserves at the moment 341,000. No, 341,103 rand in there. Retained surplus at the moment 1.7 million, 21,691. Total equity 2,062,000.
Perfect, thank you.
Congratulations to Agriba Ngwenya for awarded the Tracker of the Year award, and I'm going to ask Yapi to come and accept his trophy and his cash. So it's an honor for me to announce the 3 positions that were selected on and voted for by you, the members. As I call out your name, please come to the stage. So the first person that is appointed for the next 2 years on the board of the Phasa Foundation, Ria Potgieter. While she's coming to the stage, congratulations, Daniel Ngwebe. And then our very last name, congratulations, Arther Rudman.
But it's not that you're going to sit at one specific place for a whole year. The qualification consists out of theoretical, practical, and work-integrated learning.
Phasa held a very good convention the past 2 days. On the first day we had very good speakers. We had Jeanetta, Dr. Daniel, that talked to us about the leopard research that the Phasa Foundation in conjunction with SCIF is currently conducting. It's a national survey of leopard. In the future it's going to be very important that we have the science to prove what is going on in nature. And if we don't have the science, we're not going to get permits. So we're really working hard on that. One of the other very interesting speakers was Emma, that came to talk to us about social media, the pitfalls of it and the dangers of that. And yeah, I saw a lot of people deleting messages during the speech, so yeah, it's very interesting. We're now here at the gala. We're looking forward to a great evening. We've got a great auction lined up, awards that we have to give out. And I hope everybody enjoys it. We've got more than 200 people attending this gala event, and Phasa is going from strength to strength. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this gala event of Phasa and the Phasa Foundation. I just want to compliment all the ladies. You look ravishing, and the gentlemen also don't look too bad. It's my pleasure to read you our Master of Ceremonies tonight, his biography, before I ask him to come forward. And luckily he's, I think, the same height as me, so if I adjust the mic, it will be good for him as well. Mr. Arther Rudman, a legacy of vision and conservation. Born and raised in the Valley Bushveld on Blowgrounds Farm in the Kirkwood district of the Eastern Cape. Arther Rudman has spent 6 decades farming and has been a steadfast and committed member of Phasa since 1987. Arther, along with his wife Jeanetta and their 3 children, has built a thriving family legacy where generations live and work together.
Good evening, everybody. And what you've heard of it, that's history. We must look into the future. I don't know how many years I still have in the future. However, we were talking about it just now. I spoke to Daniel over here and also to John when he arrived at the table. And Daniel said, you know what we've just been talking about? And that is, if Southern Africa, or let's call it South Africa, had to be controlled by America, where would we be now? So Daniel said, well, we'll be in the future already by now. You know? But that's part of the game, and that's where we possibly could strive for a country that has done so well in the past. However, what I've been asked to do is to not only be your MC, but to give a talk on what I believe should be taking place all over. However, I'm not going to talk about myself at all. That's the least thing that one can do. But I would like to say how humble we are that I am to be able to address you people here this evening. It's such a prestigious dinner that we have, and I've been to many dinners, but I've never done this job of work before. However, I always thought, well, I'd never criticize that man that does it. So, no criticism from the floor. Unity within Phasa, which is financially the strongest of the lot, and that we take the others together, but when we go, we must subdivide for the different aspects that we have, and we must look into the future and see what do we need in the next 10, 15, 20 years. And that is what we must go for. We mustn't wait when decisions are made by politicians and those, not only politicians, but others as well. And once they start telling us what they must do, as what's happened now with the Minister of Environmental Affairs, he was telling us what we must do, but we should have been to him long before. And that is what the crux of the whole matter is going to be, is that we must foresee and we must be proactive, and we must then be able to lobby the necessary people to go and speak and get what we want from Parliament. Ladies and gentlemen, we are very pleased, as I said, of Willie Okamp being part of us, and we can someone that we can speak to. SARS, for example, there's no incentive from SARS either for the game industry. But in the future, what we can do is that, and it's up to our Phasa executive, they are our representatives for what we are looking for. And we must see to it that what our future is via our organisation to Parliament. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
And the winner is Dr. Jeanetta Selier. Give a round of applause to Rian De Lange. And the winner is J.D. Barnos Hunter. The winner is Ernest Dyson. The winner is Randy Vesrad. And the winner is Graham Sales. The winner is, she's already on the stage, Ilse Bad. Please give a round of applause to Dasha de Braai. The winner is Graham Sales. Please give a round of applause to Ines Dyson.
I have a small little job. My first job is to call all the EXCO members' wives and their spouses, because there's some husbands involved in here, if they can all come to the stage. Will it work? Bloody hell. All right, it works. I don't know if it looks good, but it's there. All right, guys, can you please come up to the stage, as well as then after that I'm going to ask Ilse to call up the foundation spouses.
Just on the board, I've got Dr. Karen. If you might please come forward and sit.
You will never understand that when Uncle John came to my booth at Dallas Safari Club 2.5, 3 years ago, we sat there and we talked, and he told me about his vision of growing and what he wants to do in Africa, and I said to him, wow, what a great story. And at that stage, I only heard a little bit of the Pinnacle Alliance. I was a whole year out of Phasa at the Exco, and it was a profound thing in my life. And since then, I visit Houston quite often, and we have breakfast together, or we have some margaritas or whatever, but we always spend time. Then the second person that I want to call up to the stage is as you were, Daniel. Ntate Daniel. Uncle Ben passed away. I didn't know, one day I was just the president-elect, next day I was the president. And I had a friend, he still has a friend, Jess, and I said to Jess, we need to find strategic ways to move forward. And I invited Daniel to Phasa House. My deal is, when I spend a week at Phasa House, not one night is wasted. We invite people over, we spend time with people, we rub shoulders, and we try to build alliances. And I spent time with Daniel, and I asked Daniel, what can he tell me about government, and where does Phasa have influence? And he showed us. I will never forget, we had the whiteboard up the first night when Daniel came, and you made a profound impact in my life. Thank you. Then the next person I want to call up to the stage is Andre Steenkamp, the lawyer that's part of Phasa's legal team, and that is on a retainer at the stage. And Andre, please come up to the stage. Files and files of policy documents, some of them were 5 and 10 years old. And we sat, Jess and I, and we started working with it, and we would send Andre stuff, and he will start working with it. And he has spent so much time, energy into giving us legal advice and everything, and he made my life easier, and I wanted to thank him for that. Then there's 2 people left. I'm going to leave the last one out for the finale. I would also want to call a lady up to the stage, Jeanetta. If you can come up to the stage and receive this award. I had the privilege of, Jess and I invited Jeanetta over to Phasa House. It was Jeanetta, Ilse, Jess and myself. We had a little barbecue and a few bottles of wine. And we sat and we talked about NDFs. And I took the time to read her elephant management document. And it's quite a substantial document. And she changed my whole idea about conservation and elephant population, because my thought was, if we have 45,000, we can kill 20,000 quickly, and then we have no population problems. And that's how ignorant I was, until I met her, and I understand how the process works in the government, and how SANBI operates, and I am privileged to have spent time with her. Now, last but not the least, I have one person still that I want to give this award to, and this is Ilse. If Ilse can come up to the stage. Ja, ek en Ilse het 17 ure Kaap toe gery die dag op pad uit WCF toe. Maar as ek vir julle die ure moet gee wat ek en Jess en Ilse saam gespandeer het die laaste 2 jaar. 9 ure in Zurich. Ek het die lang trip teruggekry, 15 ure in Zurich. En ag man, ek is net dankbaar vir julle almal, baie dankie.
I think it wouldn't be fitting if I don't call Tony back here, please. I don't know if any of you know how much time this guy is dedicated to Phasa. Tony? Yes, Esther. And we need to give honor to this man for all the work he's done. He's been an exceptional leader, a very eccentric leader, but we will never forget you. Thank you, Tony.
With a 5,000, 5,000 here with JPD with a 5,000, and all out and Dundee with a 5,000, 5,000, nobody more now but a 5,000, all out and none, only 5,000, nobody, no more 5,000. Well, thank you very much, JP. Can I please have, they are Jameson Rangers, I have 8,000 to the right here with 8,000, back it up, there's an arm at 8,000, arm at a 9,000 here with a 9, arm at a 90, but a 9. 12,000 here, 13,000, 14,000 here, 14, 20, 14 to my right, 14, 14,000 here, 14, 15 here, and promise of money, 15, 15,000, back in 15,000, up 15, and back here, 15, 15,000. Are you all out and done? So, 15,000, donkey and it's fun, Eric. Donkey. No, you need me. Up at 15,000 online, David, at 15,000, 16. Voila, it's going to be harder, Joe. 16,000, 16,000, David, at 16. 14,000, David, 18. My boots with 19. 19 goes by 20, 20,000 on the inside, 20 on the floor, David, at 20, 20,000, David, at 20,000 against your line, 20,000, David, at 20, 21,000, 21,000 with 20, 22 with voila, 22,000, David, at 23, 23,000, David, at 23,004, 24,000 to my left hand side, 5, 25,000, and to beyond, and 9, 29 to my right, David, at 29, and 30, 13,000, David, at 30,000, 31 online, 31 online, against both of you, 31,000 online, David, at 31,000, 32,008 to my right, David, at 32,000, all out and done. So, 32,000 JP by a donkey. Bona, Peter Harris, bona. 65, 65, I'm at 65, I'm at 65, and 70, I'm at JP, at 70, 70,000 to JP's man now at 70, 70,000, I'm at 70,000, even at 70,000, 7,000 on David at 70,000, even at 70, and 5, online. 75 online, David at 75, David at 75. My bet's online, David 75. Let me just open the thing. And 80,000 against your line, David 80,000. 80,000 to JP's main, David 80,000 against your line there, 163, but 80,000. 80,000 to the better on the floor there against your line. 80,000, they are all out and none, David 80. Tuck, days are on David 80,000, David 80. 80,000 to JP's man on the floor, David 80. All you all out and none, David 80,000. I'm going to close. 80,000 buyer 163. I'm closing on 80,000. It's on the floor to JP's man. Sold for 80,000. Bye-bye, donkey. Gerrit Visser, Bahamas Faris. Gerrit, thank you very much. We thank you. It's for a good cause and you enjoy it very, very much. I think that's okay. We all at the nut day for 45 at 7.5. At 7.5. At 47.5 online day, but 47.5. Make 50. 50,000, thank you. At 52 is a Taylor. 50,000 in the back arm at 50. 50,000 in the middle there at 2.5. 52.5, David at 52.5. Great 55, 55, David at 55. 5,000. 55, are you all out of none, David at 55. 55 in the middle arm at 55. 55, are you all out of none, David at 55. No one, no more. 55,000. Sold for 55. In the middle of the page, all Williams. I'll say 55, one donkey. Thank you very much. Then David at 25. 5 and 2 up, there's on now, baby, on now, at 25, there, 50 roots of money. 25,000. 5 and 2 up, 6 and 2 up. 26 here is against you. 26,000. 6 and 2 up, there's on now, at 26,000 and 7 online. 7, 8. 28 to my left. 28,000 to my left, 29. 29 now against your line. 29 over 29 over 29 by 8. 29 in over 29,000. Near over 30. 30,000 over 30,000. 30,000 over 30,000 over 30. 30,000 over 30,000. I want the Monday over 30. 30,000 against your line. My first on the floor. 30,000 ladies and gentlemen. 30 close for 30,000. We're all out and down for 30,000. Right, 30,000. Donkey by donkey. Let me say great. We're beyond. Oh, we're weakest. Then after I said 30,000 by donkey. 52.5 day for people. Don't export that. 52.5 for 52.5. Are you all out and down? My bets online for 52.5. Nobody, nowhere, no more for 52,500. So 52.5, 40,000, 18,000 and 20, 20,000 to my right hand side here, but a 2, 22 down, but a 2 down, but a 4, 20, 40, but a 40, but a 40, 24,000 here, but a 24, Jeanetta, and 6, and 8, and 28, and 30, 13,000 to the right here, but a 50, 13,000 in the arm, but a damn tough days and all, because in the grand 13,000 maybe because they're going to have tough days and armor of 13,000. 13,000 maybe because it's an armor of Clara and armor and half days and Dimanderi. My bonus for Vickers. 13,000 are you all out and down? Hold out for 30,000. Let's get that. So for 30,000. I'll give you this. Get us more support. Right. So for 20,000. Ladies and gentlemen, you yourselves and all the bidders. And all the helpers and all the donators, a big hand. Thanks a lot for the opportunity and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Is to announce, and we want to thank Volkswinkel. The amount that we made tonight is 808,000 rand for this auction. Thank you. You guys have a hand of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending this gala event. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Safe travels home. Thank you.